Good morning and welcome. It is Tuesday, March 24th, 2026. You are listening to Opening Bell Radio, the first note to the markets. I am your host and I am glad you are here. Let's begin as we always do, just a breathe in and a long, slow breathe out. It's Tuesday, and yesterday was one of the most brutal sessions we have seen in this entire downturn. The Nifty lost over 600 points, banking collapsed, volatility spiked to near pandemic levels. Fear is real, panic is in the air. But here's the truth, markets have survived worse, and in moments like this, calm is your greatest asset. So let's sit back, breathe, and walk through these markets together. Yesterday, on Monday, March 23, Indian equity markets witnessed a complete meltdown. The Nifty 50 closed at 22,512.65, down by 601.85 points or 2.60%. The Sensex settled at 72,696.39, a loss of 1,836.57 points or 2.46%. Midcaps were absolutely crushed. The Nifty Midcap 100 plunged at 3.90% to 52,717.55. The Nifty Midcap Select fell 3.50%. The Nifty Next 50 dropped 3.83%. Breadth was catastrophic. On the Nifty, only 4 stocks advanced. That is a brutal advancement, and while 46 declined, that is also a brutal declination. That's a 1 ratio 11 ratio, one of the worst sessions ever. Banking was annihilated. Bank Nifty crashed 3.72% to 51,437.75, a massive decline. BankX fell 3.89% to 57,831.18. FinNifty dropped 3.32% to 23,959.20. Some sectoral movers are, as you can see or as you know, that there were no winners. Every sector was in the red and every sector was bloodbathing. Infra Investment Trust fell the least, down to 0.28%, affected least but affected. Oil and gas fell 0.52%. Engineering crashed to 6.27%, while dry cells fell 6.40%, the worst performer. Volatility exploded. The India VIX skyrocketed to 26.73, up by 17.19% in a single session. That's the highest level since the COVID crash. So we know that markets had crashed more, but this is also a brutal scene that we are witnessing now. Top gainers on Nifty, only two stocks managed to close in green. HCL Technologies 1358.60, up by 1.87%, and Infosys 1256.80, up a modest 0.07%. Top losers are Lodha Developers, down to 8.66%, Jindal Steel down to 6.77%, Power Grid down to 1.51%. Despite being listed as a gainer in some data, shows the confusion in the markets. So Monday was a complete washout, the worst session since the March 2020 COVID crash. Now here's the strange thing. While India bled, global markets rallied. That is also strange, but yeah, this is what this is. In the US, Monday was a strong session. S&P 500 gained 2.21% to 6,650.52. Dow Jones rose 2.45% to 46,695.85. Nasdaq 100 jumped to 2.27% to 24,441.79. In Europe, it was even stronger. FTSE 100 gained 1.20%, DAX surged 3.09%, Euro Stocks 50 jumped to 3.23%. In Asia, the picture was mixed. Japan's Nikkei 225 futures are up nearly 5%. Hong Kong's Hang Seng fell 3.54%, mirroring India's pain. Australia's ASX 200 dropped 0.74%. So, global cues are divergent. US and Europe rallying, Asia under pressure. That divergence is unusual and worth watching. The driving force behind this week's market chaos is escalating Iran-US tensions. Headlines from yesterday shows that Nasdaq futures tumbled 1% as US-Iran war tensions escalated. USD JPY is chasing 160 yen as forex markets reshuffle amid war jitters. The situation remains fluid. The Strait of Hormuz is still effectively closed. Oil prices spiked earlier, though they have pulled back somewhat. Markets are pricing in a prolonged conflict, and that's weighing heavily on Asian markets, especially India. Oil remains the wild card in all of this. While specific price data for yesterday isn't available, the trend is clear. War jitters keep oil elevated. Any disruption in the Strait of Hormuz sends prices spiking. India, as a net oil importer, is particularly vulnerable. Gold, interestingly, extended its brutal slide with prices crashing below $4,200. That's a sharp reversal from gold's safe haven status. Markets are confusing, and markets are still confused more and more. Yesterday's sectoral moves were brutal across the board. The least bad sectors, infra investment trusts, minus at 0.28% and oil and gas at minus 0.52%. The worst hitters are dry sales, engineering, and mid caps overall, to minus 3.90%. Gold and silver ETFs likely saw outflows as gold crashed. Nifty ETFs followed the index lower. So, no safe havens in equities. Yesterday, everything got sold. Now, let's look at the technical tour and let's see the Nifty 50's technical analysis based on Monday's close. Pivot point is at 23,175.75. Resistance 1 is at 23,283 and R2 is at 23,453. S1 is at 23,006 and S2 is at 22,898. The index closed at 22,512, well below all support levels. We have broken through S3. That's a major breakdown. Nifty is trading massively below all key moving averages that are 5, 10, 20, 50, 100 and 200 day. The 200-day SMA is at 25,283. We are now nearly 2,800 points below it. That's historic. Some indicators also showing. Let's see what are they so and what are they tell. RSI at 31.84, neutral but extremely close to oversold. MACD is bearish at 108.32, still accelerating downward. ADX is at 38.61, now a strong trend confirming the downtrend is powerful. Stochastic is at 20.78, neutral but low. Williams R is at minus 91.06, oversold. So, what is the message? The technicals are extremely bearish. We have broken through every support level. The downtrend is strong and accelerating. But the RSI is approaching oversold. A bounce could come at any time, though it may be short lived. Today, Tuesday, March 24, is a heavy data day. At 5 a.m., there are many economic calendar data are also coming on today. At 5 a.m., Japan inflation rate YOY forecast 1.5%. At 2 p.m., Eurozone HCOB manufacturing PMI flash forecast 49.4, down from 50.9 prior. A drop below 50 signals contraction that would be a negative for Europe. At 3 p.m., US S&P global manufacturing PMI flash forecast 50.5, down from 51.7 prior. US S&P Global Services PMI flash forecast 53, down from 53.9. These PMI numbers will give the first glimpse of March economic activity. If they come in weaker than expected, it could add to recession fears. Now let's look at dividends going ex-date today on March 24. Power Finance Corporation interim of 32.50%. India Glycols interim of 150% and Castrol India final 105%. If you hold these, check your records. Let's see the insider activities and insider trades on Monday. Insider activities on Monday showed some interesting moves. Promoter Govind Viswanath Gadgil bought 25,510 shares of PNG's Reva Diamonds worth of 89.31 lakh rupees. Bluestone Jewelries designated person Rumit Dugar sold 64,604 shares worth of rupees 3.5 crores. Resgen director Mr. Karan Bora bought 6,750 shares worth of rupees 3.78 lakhs. So mostly small buying and small selling, no major institutional moves. Block deals on Monday were concentrated in Avenues AI. Samakat Samaikatwa Construction sold 2.2 crore shares in one block, 28.82 crores. Then sold another 4.4 crore shares worth of 57.64 crores. HN Safal Infra Developers bought both blocks, total transaction value over 86 crore rupees in a single stock. So significant institutional churn in Avenues AI. Let's see a quick look at currencies and crypto. Forex Euro USD trading in the 1.08 to 1.09 range, GBP USD at around 1.33, and USD JPY chasing at 160 yens as war jitters drive dollar demand. On the crypto side, Bitcoins holding above $70,000 despite the chaos, Ethereum around $2,200. So, Bitcoins is looking like a safe haven as compared to gold. So, let's see what they will see us in the next trading day, or we can say on today's. A quick spin through the news wires from yesterday. On the geopolitics, Nasdaq futures stumbled 1% as US-Iran war tensions escalated. USD JPY chases $160 yen as forex markets reshuffle amid war jitters. Gold extended its brutal slide, crashing below $4,200. Supermicro dropped 12% as secret China shipments sparked arrests and manhunt. Planet Labs stock soared as earnings surprised investors, up 540% in a year. Meta stock steady after company pulled plug on $80 billion metaverse flop. S&P 500 futures rose with stocks eyeing a losing stretch in a turbulent week. So global markets are dancing to their own tune, diverging sharply from India. We have covered a lot this Tuesday morning: numbers, names, labels, deals, news, and a market in turmoil. But here's what I want you to carry with you today. Yesterday was, as seen, a brutal session. The Nifty lost 600 points, banking collapsed, volatility hit 26.7. We broke through every support level. But here's the truth: markets have survived worse. The 2008 financial crisis, the 2020 COVID crash, they recovered. They always recover. And markets run as usual, they run. Today we have PMI data from Europe and the US. It could be a catalyst for better or worse, but one day of data won't change the trajectory. If you are trading, respect your stops. If you are investing, zoom out, look at the 10-year chart, not the 10-minute chart. If you are learning, watch how the markets behave at extremes. The week is still young, there's no need to catch a falling knife. Sometimes the best trade is no trade. So, as you move through your Tuesday, move with steadiness. You are informed, you are prepared. Now, let the market come to you. Thank you for spending this quiet Tuesday morning with me. This is Opening Bell Radio, the first note to the markets, for Tuesday, March 24, 2026. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same calm. Until then, breathe, stay steady, and remember, always invest for the long term.